and it begins. So I'm just coming out of Lens. Up ahead of me is the Pyrenees. Still quite dark here. It's actually quite late in the morning. It's just after 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's still quite dark, but it's going to get a little bit better as we start climbing up now. I'm going to be taking this really easy, because obviously the last time I was here was 27 years ago, and that was in a car. So I'm just going to be taking it nice and handy all the way up to Col du Pourtalet, which is about 7,000 feet above sea level. So hopefully this will come out well on the when we're finished. But yeah, this is the part of the trip that I've been really looking forward to, simply because as you'll see in a few minutes, snow-covered peaks there ahead of me already. It's amazing. Scenery that we're going to be driving through in a few minutes is just stunning. Oh. A lot of melted water, and again a lot of melted water. So that's obviously coming off the snow, which is above. You got to be really careful on these roads as well, by the way, because a lot of it is in shadow all the time. Oh Christ. Yeah, there's a bit of a rock fall there. Well, that's that bit over. So yeah, this particular road goes up to the Col du Pourtalet, which is the border with Spain. It's about 35 kilometers from Oran, which is the town we've just left. Yeah, it'll get a little bit easier to see things in the next few minutes. Oh, we've got a warning triangle here, so there's obviously something up ahead. As I said, I'm going to take it nice and slow on this road. One, because I'm not familiar with it, but two, the scenery here is just amazing. It really is. I'm looking around me here, it's like Lord of the Rings on steroids. I hope this does come out. And we are recording as well, which is good. I'm surprised actually that it's so late in the morning for it to get light, because back at home in the UK, come 6:30 in the morning, it's really bright. And we're now coming up on just after 7 o'clock in the morning. It's still quite dark here. But we're climbing all the time here as well. It's getting a little bit higher every single time. That was a beautiful waterfall there on the right. Oh, cool. Fantastic. It's almost like somebody just flicked a switch on daylight here. You're probably not picking it up on the camera, but every minute that goes by now, it's getting a little bit lighter. Look at those snow peak. And I'm not in any rush whatsoever. I am going to enjoy every moment of this. And if some guy comes up behind me, tough shitski. Look at that. Oh my god. I've actually, the weird thing is, when I was planning this trip, this is the road that I was looking at on Google Maps on Street View, and I was looking at every twist and turn type thing, and now I'm actually on the road. It's kind of weird, because I feel like I've been here before, if that makes sense. It's like a very surreal feeling, because I've so wanted to do this road for such a long time, and now I'm here. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Oh, this is amazing. It's everything I thought it would be. It's just twisties in a valley. I've got the mountains ahead of me. And as I said, I'm taking it nice and easy here and enjoying every minute. And you got llamas there on the right hand side. How strange. Oh wow. Just it is beautiful here. I'm so glad I came. I'll be honest, yesterday I was feeling knackered and I was kind of thinking, Christ. Here's the pumping station. And it's really weird, as I said, because I've known this road just from Google Maps. I'm planning this trip, and I kind of know every twist and turn. I'm not taking it for granted, don't get me wrong. But in the next few minutes, you're going to see a big, massive wall, which is basically a dam. And it's one of the biggest dams in southern France, actually. And there's a couple of real kind of switchbacks here as well as we start going through. At least it's a little bit lighter now, and hopefully you're starting to see the road a little bit better as well. But it's just, I mean, the scenery here is just stunning. Road is amazing. Oh, I'm sorry I'm sniffing, by the way, every now and again. I think I've developed a bit of a cold over the last day or two. When I left Cherbourg yesterday, it was pissing rain. Down to Tours, it was the weather was shite. But then it was like somebody just flicked a switch. It stayed cloudy, and then it stopped raining. It stayed cloudy, but then it was just like somebody turned the light on because the clouds just disappeared. And even here you can see that there's no clouds at all, whereas yesterday it was just overcast, dull, miserable, it was raining. So this makes it all worthwhile. Few minutes we'll be coming up on that dam I was telling you about. You'll see it. It'll be literally straight ahead of us, so you can't really miss it because it's a big old dam. And there's a switch back there as well, which means like if there's like a hairpin turn. But this road is just amazing. Even the B roads, as we'd call them here in France, they're just so well maintained. There's no potholes, nothing. It's just perfect. I mean, there is occasionally in some of the towns and villages you might find really crappy ones. Here's the first switchback. And there's another one coming up here now. So we're climbing all the time, by the way. So at the end, when we get to Col du Pourtalet, we'll be close on about 7,000 feet above sea level. Look at that scenery, it's just amazing. Debs, I wish you were here as well. I mean, this really is climbing up into the Pyrenees. just this road is just amazing. Oh, look at that. Oh my word. I get quite emotional actually when you see stuff like this. It's just beautiful. Mad French bastard. I'm sorry folks, I'm a bit lost for words actually, because the scenery here is just stupendous. I mean, it takes your breath away. It really does. I'm not one that gets emotional very often, but I feel very, very privileged to be able to do this. I mean, Jesus. It's just stunning. Right, so we're coming up on that dam that I was telling you guys about. Not too far from here. And the other reason I wanted to leave early this morning, by the way folks, was it's Good Friday here today, which basically means that everybody and their uncle is going to be out in their camper vans. And I don't know what it's like anywhere else in Europe, but the French seem to love camper vans. I don't know why, because I couldn't think of anything more boring. But there you go. Each to their own. Here's the first switchback, by the way. And climbing all the time, as you can see as well. Houses here as well. It's getting a little bit colder now as well as you start going up. Temperatures drop to just under 4 degrees. 3.8 degrees at the moment. So just need to be careful with the old shadowy areas. Now the switch back here. Said I'm taking it nice and easy, nice and slow. There's no rush. I've seen guys doing this at 60-70 miles an hour, and I just think to myself, why do that? Why bother? Just take your time and enjoy it. The other reason I came out early as well is once I go into Spain today, I'm heading to Alicante. Well, just south of Alicante, actually, a place called Torrevieja. And I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going at the hottest part of the day, because it's actually kind of 24 degrees from about 2 o'clock onwards, so the coolest part of the day is in the morning, obviously. So I wanted to do that now, get that out of the way, get the majority of the riding out of the way, park the bike up for a couple of days and just meet up with my aunt and uncle and get drunk, hopefully. Right, that dam, I keep saying that dam, but that's the start of it over there on that side. But you'll see in a second, there's a big, what looks like a big wall coming up, but that's actually the dam, which is just up here. Lots of runoff water everywhere, I've noticed. So maybe it's the snow is melting on the top parts of the Pyrenees and it just flows down. There's the dam, big wall ahead of you, and behind that wall it goes right up actually. You can do tours of it. So the dam, there's a spillway over there, but the water level goes right up on there, and I can't remember what the name of the dam is, but it's bloody massive. And again, climbing all the time, and you can see snow on the left here. We've got another switchback coming up here. Nice and easy. One thing you got to be careful with here, as I said, is if you get really bad shadow areas where there's no sunlight gets there at all, it's a prime location for black ice because of the runoff as well from you can see like the sides here are all wet. There you go, look, there's a dam, as you can see. And hopefully you'll see it. There you go. Oh, the water level's right down actually. There you go. Bloody hell, it is right down. Last time I was here, I remember that being right up, and you can see where it used to be. So I wonder why that is. Maybe they're doing some maintenance on the dam and they've just left water out. But that's amazing. You can see how much it's actually dropped as well. We can open the tops a bit here because it's pretty straight from here on. Amazing. really surprising because that's actually a man-made lake as well, and you can see how much it's actually dropped from the other side. So that's really strange to see it that way, because a lot of the holiday homes along there as well have boats and sailboats, so they ain't going to be doing much sailing there at the moment, are they? It's all 50 here. Sometimes this road can get closed very unexpectedly because they get a lot of winter snow here for obvious reasons, because you're up in the Pyrenees. But the storms can kind of come through here and literally just close the road. You get like 4 or 5 foot snow drifts. I badly need to get bloody starving. I certainly need a cup of coffee, that's for sure. Some of the houses here are absolutely stunning. I don't know if I'd want to live here though, because you are quite literally in the middle of nowhere. There's an avalanche barrier there, by the way, so they throw that down whenever there's dangers of avalanches. As you can see, it's not so bad at the moment, but during the winter this road is basically impassable, and they've got lots of snow plows out, and sometimes even the river that you see down there just freezes over completely. I've watched a few videos around this about this area, and it is a beautiful spot. I mean, you're seeing it here as I'm seeing it at 7:30 in the morning, and there's nobody around, which is even better again. It's 1 degree, by the way. It's dropped 1 degree in the last 20 minutes. So just above freezing. Thankfully I've got the heated seat on and the heated grips on, so we're all good there. And the good thing is that when we get to the Col du Pourtalet, which isn't too far from here now actually, it's just over 8 kilometers away. When we get there, it's all downhill then onto the plains of Spain. So we'll be going via a place called Hesca. But we are going to stop, by the way, in Col du Pourtalet. One, because I need to get off the bike, because my ass is starting to really throb now. Since yesterday, I've done 621.8 miles since yesterday. You got to be really careful with these roads, folks, with your speed, by the way. You notice the drop off? you do not want to be smashing into smashing down there, do you? And as I said, I'm not in any rush. As I've said, snow is still there, look. Wow. It is a beautiful spot around here. Temperature's gone up to 2 degrees now. That's weird. I think maybe it's because the sun is coming up and it's just starting to warm the place up a little bit. What's to say there? So this is the Pyrenees National Park. I defy anybody to find a more beautiful spot, and it is beautiful here. And on a bike it's absolutely heaven. I don't know if I'd want to do it in a car, but on a bike you see a lot more. I don't care what anyone says, because you've got to have a head like a bobble. So you got an avalanche alert there. Hardly surprising really with the mountains the way they are. But that was so weird seeing that dam, because the last time I came here, and that's a long time ago, 26, 27 years ago, that dam, the water behind it was absolutely full, and there was boats on there, and you know, it was basically a man-made lake. So it was really weird to see that. Temperature's gone up to 3 degrees now. Don't know if you can see that on the camera, but the other thing I've noticed is slow on the K1600. I'm getting fantastic mileage. I'm getting about 75 miles to the gallon at the moment, which is superb, because of that orange turd's actions in Iran. Fuel in France at the moment is averaging about 2 euro per litre. So it ain't cheap. So anything that you can do to extend the range a little bit, because it's much cheaper in Spain. So I won't be fueling up again until I get to Spain, because France is just taking the piss. And some of the garages on the péage, like the Shell ones, were charging up to 2.50 per litre, and you just kind of think, Christ, when's this going to let up? Because it's okay, that kind of stuff is fine if it's in a very short-term thing. But I like what the Spanish government have done. They basically cut they cut duty by 50%. They got rid of the green levies off of fuel, temporarily, of course. Got rid of that. We're nearly there now, folks, by the way. We won't be too much longer. As I said, just take it nice and slow, because you never know. Even though I know there's no ice here, but you can see there's lots and lots of snow around. But yeah, as I was saying about the Spanish government cut a lot of the taxes, which is fantastic. That's what real leadership looks like, I suppose. I wonder, will they do the same in other countries? Well, they have done the same in other countries, but I don't think it'll ever happen in the UK, because the Treasury are an absolute winner in relation to it, because they're getting all of this extra money from people. This is absolutely amazing. This road is by far one of the best I've ever been on. It's just stunning. We are coming literally to the top of the Pyrenees here, and we'll be driving down the other side. Nice and slow. This is amazing. See the way the snow is just compacted on the side of the road here. Ooh, there's a bit of ice there. Glad I saw that. Look at that for a view. It's just stunning. Absolutely. And there's nobody here, which is even better again. Right, on or up here in a few minutes you're going to see a hotel. And that's the start of the that's the point where Col du Pourtalet is. Isn't this beautiful? And aren't I one lucky sod to be able to do this? This is just heaven. Absolute heaven. Ooh, bit of ice there again. Gotta be so careful, folks. See what I mean about the camper vans? Fuck, the French love camper vans for some reason. I've no idea why. Maybe it's because they go camping. But I just don't see, I really just don't see the appeal of camper vans at all. See what I mean? Lots of people are going skiing as well, because of course you'll see it up here in a while. There's cable cars take people right up to the Col, which is fantastic. Okay, there's the hotel up ahead. This trip, by the way, folks, is something I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I'm glad you could have all joined me, because it's just stunning, and I'm glad I got to share it with you guys that's watching. And as you can probably tell, I'm not a very good filmmaker, but I just wanted you to see what I was seeing on this road. And pretty soon we'll be coming into Spain. This is Col du Pourtalet. There's the Hotel du Pourtalet. And welcome to Spain. We are in Spain. Can you believe it? Bienvenue de España. And I'm going to pull in over here because I can. But I also need to sort out the GPS now, because that was my destination today, which was the Col du Pourtalet. Oh dear. Done. Now we want to go to Gilles. 6 hours 52 minutes. Pencil it. Now, let's go. to Hesca. Right. I'm going to turn off for now. And because I'll be stopping in a few minutes for a cup of coffee, man. I don't think you want to see that one. Well, folks, here we are again. We're about 60 miles from Alicante. Actually, no, we're about 60 miles from Torrevieja. Not very far at all from Alicante now. Maybe 60 kilometers. Whatever that is in imperial. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful day. 18 degrees. Not a cloud. Well, just now there's a few clouds. I must say, with Spanish motorways, they're like glass. Really well looked after. So there you go. So just, I'm not going to say too much, just enjoy the ride. Beautiful scenery here, absolutely gorgeous. So for those of you that are interested, this is the A7 motorway, which goes from Valencia to Alicante. And the nice thing is, there's nobody on the bloody thing. It's great. A few trucks every now and again, but nothing like the traffic you see in the UK. Back to 100k an hour here, 100 kilometers an hour, which is just over 60 miles an hour. One thing I have noticed about Spanish drivers, they seem to view the speed limits as advisory only, rather than you can get a ticket. Bit of a strange one, but hey-ho. The bike has performed admirably. The only problem is the cost of fuel in France was an absolute rip-off. Most places were selling for just under €2, and Shell and one or two others were selling it for $2.30, $2.40 a litre. So a lot of the locals have boycotted them, so yeah, it's just pure profiteering. But it's getting serious. Spain, as I said in the previous video, they've introduced a lot of measures, you know, halving duty, getting, but this is only temporary, of course, until things go back to some semblance of normality. But every little helps, as they say. All of a sudden there should be a fuel duty escalator, as in, if the prices go up, the duty goes down, if the prices go down, the duty goes up. And that way at least you'd have some semblance of stability in fuel prices. I mean, I'm after spending I'm lucky I'm on a bike, but Christ, if you were on a camper van or a big car or something driving down through France, it's going to cost you an absolute fortune, not to mention the tolls if you're going to be using the toll roads. It's not so bad on a bike, and I've got one of those bip and go things, which is great. So you just drive up to the barrier and it beeps and off you go. You get billed at the end of the month. But last time I did it, I think I drove from the north to the south of France. I think it was like €25 in total. And considering that there's no traffic on the péage, I thought that was a bargain. It's a bit boring on the péage. I did that on the way down and then took the nationals on the way back up. So that made a bit more sense. And I'll be doing the same. I mean, I just want to get to Torrevieja now, because I'm coming up on 1,000 miles since yesterday. Since leaving Cherbourg, it's coming up on 996 miles, and that will probably be about 1,100 miles by the time this journey finishes. So luckily the seat's very comfortable. It's like sitting on an armchair. This thing is brilliant. We're all 80k an hour at the tunnels, which is a safe thing to do. Quite a long one, this one as well. It's been a long time since I've been through here. Next one is 900 meters, just under a kilometre. I mean, these are marvels of engineering when you think about it. Basically tunneling through a mountain. Mind you, if you didn't have this tunnel, it would add about 4 hours to the journey. So according to my Google Maps, I've got 99 kilometers to go, which is 59 miles. So that should be just under an hour. And we're back in the sunshine again. And we're back to nationals, which is 120k an hour, or 76 miles per hour. Roads here are fantastic. I know a lot of that is down to EU funding and stuff, but the roads are superb. The Spanish sure know how to build them, that's for sure. have I don't know if you can see that on camera, but I do have a Spanish dip and go as well. It's for Spain and Portugal for some of the toll roads, but I haven't had a toll yet since entering Spain from the Col du Pourtalet. I'm not sure where the tolls are. Maybe somebody might want to tell me in the comments. I'm sure we'll find one eventually. But these things are so handy, especially if you're travelling regularly to France and Spain. It just makes it so much easier when you're coming up to a toll booth. You don't have to worry about change or taking tickets and losing the bloody ticket or whatever. Literally drive up to the barrier with and as long as there's a tag sign on there, thing beeps, straight through, job done. Anyway, I'll pause the video there, folks, and I'll start it again, okay? Well, we're on the road again. So this is Inner Torrevieja, and a beautiful spot. I've been down with my aunt and uncle here for the last couple of days, and we're on the way to Madrid. Beautiful day here, absolutely gorgeous. It's only about 8-9 degrees at the moment, but it is going to heat up very, very considerably later this morning, especially as we start heading north towards Madrid. It's going to be very, very warm. And the Spanish really do know how to build nice neighbourhoods. There's a very strong community feel in Torrevieja. People are very friendly here. Everything seems to be within walking distance. You know, things like supermarkets, pubs, restaurants, everything that you need, basically. Okay. So I'm going to shut up and just enjoy the ride. Right, let's go. We're all right. on you. 477 kilometers. Fuck me. So
Atención, está usted repostando gasolina sin plomo 95.
Hola.